Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh, you're here. Hi, everybody. It's Ezekiel once again. And we're about to have our meeting right now, but everyone just got down here, so we need to get everybody seated before the meeting starts. And hey, maybe you can watch the process of how we get everyone seated on the couch. Mm-hmm. Oh. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Woohoo! Oh. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la. Mm-hmm. Is that everybody, Jimmy? I'll take a looky. Wow, I'm getting really good at this. I'm kind of really fast. We're missing a few. Well, it looks like we're missing Reggie. Ah! Never mind. Now it looks like we're missing a couple. We're missing Crystal and her kitty. Ooh. 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 Here we come. Here we are. Oh, good, you made it, Mom and Kitty. Tux. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the fact that he can speak English. You're not the only one. Here you go, Mum. Sorry, I'm still trying to process this. How is it that you can speak? I will happily tell you, Mum, and all of you, in backstory form. Oh, alright. I think we have time for a couple of backstories before we talk about our remaining videos for this year. Sorry, everyone. Hairball. Really embarrassing. But a long time ago, in the year 2023, is where I got my start. My cat mother. Yes, you are my, what creature are you again? I'm a whatnot. Yeah, you are my whatnot mother. But I am talking about my cat mother. The one who gave birth to me and my siblings. She had about 9 or 10 of us, but I was the most special of them all. I'm sure my other siblings are special in their own way. I'm still trying to get used to the whole giving attention to others thing. But anyway, I never knew my cat mother or my cat father because the owner of my mother had them separated after she had kittens. So how come you never knew your cat mother? Because 1 week after we were born, the owner of my cat mother put us in a box and gave us away for some reason. So we didn't get to know our mother that much. But during that week is when I learned how to speak English. The owner of my cat mother watched a lot of this program called Downton Abbey. I loved the way they talked, so it caused me to copy them, so I can talk like how they talk. Oh, so that means that you're not really a kitten from London, are you? I could be. Maybe my ancestors were from London, but came to America. Who knows? So all of you were put in a box to be given away by new owners? Well, half of us were given away for free, while the other half of us, including me, were sold to a pet shop. How long were you there before you got adopted by her? Well, my siblings got adopted by new owners on the day we first arrived at the pet shop. I was the unlucky one. I was there for a lot longer. I spent days, weeks, months in that cold, cold pet shop. The pet shop owner told me that you were there for 2 days before I adopted you. But it felt a lot longer than that. Well, thank you for telling us your backstory, Tux. But I do have a question before we continue. Mom, what made you decide to get a pet kitten in the first place?
Especially since we already have a cat here. Me!
Because even though we have a whole lot of animals here, I want to have an animal around that I can actually treat like a pet.
Understandable. Well, who's gonna tell their backstory now, Ezekiel?
Good question, tipster. Any volunteers? For today, I'll go last to explain my history and past. Are you going to explain your backstory in rhyme, Octa? That will take up too much time, so I will stop when I hear the chime. Ding! Okay, now I can explain my backstory in my normal speaking voice. Long ago, I was born under the sea with my family. That was unintentional. But anyway, I come from a long line of smart octopuses, or octopi, whichever you like to use. Ever since I was born, I wanted to fill my head with lots of knowledge. So thanks to my family and some of my under-the-sea friends, I gained a lot of knowledge about life under the sea, all the different sea creatures that live in the ocean, and a bunch of plant life that live in the ocean, and a bunch of other various things you can learn in the ocean.
Sea life represent.
Indeed, Reggie. Indeed. But as I've grown into an adult, I realized that I learned all I could about undersea life. I wanted to know more and learn more. And then I thought, I didn't know anything about the world above the water. So one day I packed up all my things, waved goodbye to my family and friends, and I headed to the surface so I could know all about the land world.
But you're a sea creature. How'd you survive on land?
Octopuses can survive on land, but we still need water, which is why I filled my suitcase with a bunch of bottles of water before I left. And as soon as I got to the surface world, I saw these strange creatures that walked on 2 legs, and they looked all pink and fleshy, and some brown and fleshy. They were the most unusual creatures I've ever seen. It's true. Humans are very unusual creatures. No offense, you 3.
Oh, I'm not offended. Me neither. Because Octa's right. Humans are very unusual.
And I asked a very nice human, where can I go to learn more knowledge about their world? And that nice human pointed to a building called Barnes and Nobile. At least that's how I pronounced it when I first saw it. I was still learning how to read at the time. Oh, I remember that day, because that was the day that Zeke and I first met you. I remember too, Ezekiel. When we first met Octa, we found him in the children's section of Barnes & Noble, reading books by Dr. Seuss. But you're an adult octopus, so why are you reading books for little children? Because I was still learning human language and I wanted to start off small. Plus, while I was reading Dr. Seuss, they really inspired me, which is why I like to speak in rhyme. Not all the time, but sometimes. And let me take a guess of how you got here. After Zeke and Ezekiel met you, and you all had a nice chat, and you decided to come live here with us, somehow? In a way. During our chat, Zeke and Ezekiel told me about how there are a bunch of living animals living here. I wanted to come here so I can study them and learn about them personally. And my original plan was, after I learned all I could about the animals that live here, I was going to go somewhere else. But, as I lived here longer and longer, I decided that I like staying here. Not only because there's so much knowledge to absorb here still, but I enjoy all of the songs we sing and the activities we do, which made me want to stay here and live here for as long as I want to. And thus ends my tale of my backstory and my history of how I got here. The end. Well, thank you very much, Octa. We learned a lot about you today. Oh, and a lot about you too, Tux. I got it right this time. Alright, now everyone, let's continue this meeting about the rest of the videos we're going to make this year. Oh, and September 1st. Happy 13th anniversary of the EZ Puppets! Yeah! Oh, and today is Labor Day. Which reminds me, I need to find a different color shirt to wear for tomorrow.